Yo guys, today we're going to watch a lore video about ROSMONTIS. Like I thought that at first that she has her own event story, but no, is it that she doesn't have it? Like we only get to know about her story from the operator records. So yeah, let's see how the story of ROSMONTI is. Like I know tidbits of it, but because of the comments, not comments, well, comments, I guess. Like when I did the story for which one, chapter 7 or 8, either both of them, chapter 7 I think, where Rosemontis was very relevant in the story. Like they did give me a lot of context about about her story. So yeah, let's see Rosemontis. Like she is so cool in the, well, dude, the mark, like I know the anime did her a lot of justice with the animation, but dude, I think like the animation, like it is not enough justice. Like generally, like some of Rosmonte's lines and dialogues are just so cool. Like it's so cool. Like especially the children. Well, does the world, or I don't know how the line, but does the world something related to the world and children or something, and how the world treated children like that, and how she said that they are monsters. Like the delivery of the line in the anime doesn't hit as hard as in the game. Even the game doesn't have voice, like generally. But yeah, let's watch this.
Tragedy of Did you ever hear the tragedy of Rosmontis is a limited operator? I thought not. It's not a story the campaign would tell you. And with that, I welcome you to this lore series video. After Mudrock got an episode, the other 6 star of this banner
After
definitely
Mother got an episode, the other sister of this banner definitely deserves her own installment.
deserves her own installment as well. Arknights has a long history of depressed cats, especially within the fandom and the community's memes, but in the case of Rosmontis, this description fits her really well. Her story is not only tragic but also disturbing, and it genuinely made me feel
Holy, what is 3 operators like, dude? Wow, this is 3 mid characters in terms of damage
bad when doing research on her.
usefulness.
So just putting that out there, this is one of the rather sad episodes. Not gonna change the background music though, because it's so hype. Alright, so before we get ahead of ourselves, let's turn back the time and start the history of Rosmontis at the beginning. Our story starts way west in Colombia.
Yep.
This feline girl was a part of a regular middle-class family.
Regular middle class, okay?
Growing up together with her mother, her father, and a brother.
What the hell is that image? Wait, they are felines, right? Oh my god. Like what? I don't know why felines got discriminated a lot, but felines are one of the races that get discriminated.
At some point, both of their parents died in an accident, which we have no details about. What followed was something which is sadly very common over in Colombia. This girl and her brother got transferred to a corrupt orphanage.
Oh fuck.
Which sold them to a research company.
Oh fuck.
Colombia is known to be one of the most advanced nations in Terra.
Oh really? Okay. What's Colombia based on again? I keep forgetting.
Yet their morals have been excluded from their progress.
Oh,
the research company they got transferred to was called Loken Water Tank Laboratory.
Loken Water Tank Laboratory. What a weird name.
And belonged to a man called Loken Williams.
Oh, okay. Like, why water tank?
A failed oropathy
A failed oropathy researchers. Okay.
Researcher.
Weak. You cannot be what is that girl's name? Greythroat's parents.
Loken was a scumbag, taking contracts from the military industry to create weapons, using his twisted knowledge of Originium. That's where this feline and her brother came into place. Loken and his sponsors wanted him to create a living weapon, a caster who has the abilities of an infected without suffering the consequences of oropathy.
Oh, interesting. So that's the experiment. A caster who has the abilities of an infected. Because obviously infected has way more power, right? Obviously. Like infected has way more power as a caster. Well, depends actually. Like if the weapon is very strong, I don't know, like I feel like well, I cannot say Ursus are not infected. Well, Usos is different. Like especially the she's the what called the what is that against name Empress Blade. Like they're literally using power of demons, and I don't know how they have the power of demons. Like how, but like I'm impressed that they don't get prejudice. Why? Like the fact that infected doesn't get prejudice, but someone who has the power of demons doesn't get prejudice. Like it's insane to me. Like generally, like this world is weird as hell. But I would assume an infested caster will always be stronger than a like I don't know that it depends, right? Like I don't know, like oh man, I wish I can talk about it, but is there an example of a caster that is not infected that is very strong? Like I can't really think about it because it's very hard to kind of like very hard to differentiate between character that is not infected sometimes. Like I don't know which character is not infected or not.
The girl had a life before all of this, but the laboratory was where Rosmontis was created. Thank God, we don't know the details of what exactly happened there, but let me give you a general idea of what they did. You know these crystallizations you see on infected operators' skin, the
Yes.
magical rock cancer, right?
Yes.
They also get called oripathy organs by the
Oh, interesting. So that rocks that spawns from your body or the rocks in the body. They call oropathy organs. Interesting. I didn't know that. So there's a name. I thought that people just call it originium, but no, it's called oropathy organs.
professionals. And in the case of Rosmontis, it didn't grow organically. They implanted it into her.
Yeah.
This is why she gets called
Crystal have appeared on her body, infection confirmed by medical examination. Is why she got called an infected, although her numbers are definitely within the range of a healthy individual. Oh, damn. Interesting.
infected, although her numbers are definitely within the range of a healthy individual. If all of this was not messed up enough for you already, let me tell you about the whereabouts of her brother.
In her
Before Loken and his team of twats took his life,
team of twats. Team of twats. Okay, that.
they forcefully transferred his consciousness into the oripathy organ.
Wait. They forcibly transfer his consciousness into the oripathy organs they implanted into the system. Okay, I didn't know that. Wait, I thought that they used the oripathy organ of the brother to transfer his consciousness into. Like, I thought that they used the oripathy organ of the brother. Maybe it does, but I thought that's it. But no, they somehow force his consciousness as well onto. What kind of technology do they have? What the heck? How do you do that? Like consciousness is a very a very high plane of type of a conceptual existence in a way, because you cannot really affect consciousness like the brain has, but consciousness itself is not something is something is out that is I consider as someone as a psychologist. I consider consciousness is outside of the realm of the physical body, because you cannot there's no organs that actually that consciousness that consciousness are in, like the brain is not where the consciousness reside in, like yeah. that's that's not how it works.
They implanted into the sister in order to activate it. This is how Rosmontis was created. A living, breathing weapon with the power of an infected caster without most of its negative sides. Basically,
Damn. Basically, but without turning blind and deaf. So I see. So she doesn't. So whenever she uses her powers, it doesn't actually affect her oropathy symptoms, or she doesn't have oropathy symptoms. I will assume so. Like she's is considered infected, but she has no oropathy symptoms. I will assume. Interesting. Damn. No wonder she's strong. Like a lot. Like even though it does use her mind or mental energy a lot, but then again, it means that she wouldn't die for overuse. Like maybe she will die, but unlike other casters, she can exert way more power than your typical caster without actually what you call going into a coma or just just become half dead like Frost Nova. No, like she can. That interesting.
Kelly Ayala, but with
Does that dude? This means that she has the potential to be one of the strongest character. Holy! If only she doesn't lose her memory sometimes.
without turning blind and deaf. Before we continue, let me plug an old video I made real quick about the theory that Originium and all its effects have been created by some outward force in order to create a world inhabited by weapons.
Oh.
ROSMONTIS kind of fits into that image, although she then would be a weapon created by weapons. Just some food for thought. Image, although she then would
be a weapon created by weapons.
be a weapon created by weapons. Just some food for thought. Let's continue with Catgirls of Mass Destruction. All of that would be Loken's last experiment.
Okay.
Upon activation, Rosmontis snapped. Her powers unleashed and destroyed the whole facility, killing everyone inside.
Loken got killed, bro.
At the same time, a special operation was conducted by two organizations, Rhodes Island and the Maylander Child Rights Protection Foundation.
What the fuck is this? What is this? Mainland Child Rights Protection Foundation? What? Huh? Interesting name.
In a quick coup, a very small team of Rhodes Island operators infiltrated the facility right after Rosmontis' rage and got her out of there. At the same time, the Maylanders destroyed as much data as they could, not only the results of the experimentation, but also all evidence of the experiment's existence. In order to cover the events as good as possible, both organizations even decided to never work with each other again. They
Interesting, why?
wanted to make it as clear as possible to Loken's sponsors that conducting this sort of crimes against humanity would simply not bring them the results they wanted, although it's unclear if and how much data the sponsors were able to get.
Oh, okay, interesting. So they really try to not let the data being able to get from the sponsors. Okay.
The way was the reason to why the Maylanders, who were the actual initiators of
There, by the way, was a reason to why the Millanders, who were the actually initiator of the
rescue operation, decided to contact Rhodes Island for all of this. Back when Loken was still a well-respected researcher at Columbia's finest academies, it was none other than a young cultist who decided to ruin that man's
what do you mean? What? Oh no, isn't that dude? I think he hates felines because of this. Oh my god. Don't you guys think so? Like, I think Logan hates feline after what Kassit did to him. And then he just decided to do his mess up experiment to a child feline. Oh, that's that oh man, Kassit do be creating orphans, huh? Not really orphans, but she do be not abducting, but she do get a lot of child, she do be adopting a lot of child like daughter.
whole career and taking
Literally, we have the daughter Teresa, this four do adopt a lot of daughters, huh? Well, not really, but I would say that at least for the daughter has two. Well, I don't know about Monster being a daughter actually. I don't know the bond between the daughter and Monster just yet. But all I can say that the daughter at least has two children, which is Kalsit and Priestess too. Kalsit is the children of Priestess and daughter has another child, which is Amia. But then that child is also the child of. Damn, daughter be having children with girls, huh? He has two children with two girls. I think Katsu has the most children, not gonna lie. Generally, I feel like Katsu has adopted a lot of children from what I've seen.
over his position as number one.
Will you consider I don't know. Like I was thinking, would people consider who's that girl's name? W as Teresa Shell? I guess not, right? Like W is just a Teresa Sim.
Originium researcher. Furthermore, Calcit and Rose Island even back then just one Originium researcher. Furthermore, Calcit and Rose Island even back then just simply were outstanding in the field of oripathy treatment. But the moment they examined Rosmontis, they found themselves in a completely new situation. Most of the victims of that form of experimentation never make it out of their laboratories, and those who do usually just got artificially infected and don't get an organ implanted. By the time the Rhodes Island scientists examined her, this organ has not only become a part
It has not only it has not only become part of her, it becomes her. Oh fuck!
of her, it has become her life source. Extracting it would have meant to end her life. Calcit decided that she would not allow such a thing. Living in Rhodes Island, Rosmontis mostly seemed like a regular infected cat. One would only notice that she had a problem whenever she got near a scientific facility or medical equipment. At times when this happened, she would be like Shaggy at 1% power.
Shake at 1% power. Well, I like his jokes.
And everyone agrees that it's a wonder that she didn't simply destroy the whole landship at one of her rages. The only one who always would be able to calm her down was elite operator Logos.
Oh,
That's
Logos! Oh, damn. I want to see Logos. Yeah, the sarcasm who saved Murder. Yeah, I know. Which is, by the way, might be the reason to why they both are never... Oh, wait. Oh! Okay, Murdoch and Rosmonti was in the same banner. I think I remember that. But interesting. So the reason both of them are in the same banner are because they has relation with our Sakai's twin boy Logos. Oh, I really want Logos. Not gonna lie. Like I feel like the height of Logos now is increasing now. The more I learn about him.
one Saka's boy who saved Mudrock, which by the way might be the reason to why they both are on the same banner.
Yeah.
Anyway, because of Rosmontis' reaction, Calcit decided to redecorate Rhodes Island a bit, which is the reason it looks way better than that Babel bollocks.
Babel belongs.
After seeing how powerful Rosmontis was, it was decided that all the
So we redesigned the exterior of Rhode Island just so we can accommodate what I call Rosmontis. Interesting.
tests involving
Well, if we don't do it, the landship is going to get destroyed. So, like, this is a matter of life and death right here.
her would have to be held outside. The results were rather odd. Involving her would have to
Just
be
seeing how
held
powerful Ramsey was, it was to say that all tests involving her would obviously.
outside. The results were rather odd. When attacking a target, it showed marks of a massive hand with big fingers having grabbed it. She never was able to destroy something from the inside, only by squeezing it. Further investigation came to the result that she is able to create up to 4 gigantic invisible arms coming out of her, which she uses to fight. So whenever you use her in battle, just imagine 4 big ass arms carrying these
4 big ass arms. So it's not really telekinesis, it's just invisible arms. You can think, I guess in a way it's a stand. Like generally it's just a stand with only arms.
thingies and smashing them into her enemy.
Because
All of
like she can get injured, right? Like if I'm mistaken, like she like that when it like when the arm got hit by the goat Patriot, she actually felt the pain. So it does mean that she can get like it does share like if it get injured it does get pain. Oh my god, I can literally see a death battle where Rosmontis versus a stand user. Well, let's not give it a hard stand user. Like Jotaro is time slot is bullshit. Never mind. Nah, let's not do this. I don't want to see some death battle with this cat.
this really reminds me of one of my most favorite childhood anime, Elfenlied, which actually was quite popular in
Oh, definitely.
Germany. The idea of a weaponized creature
Oh, definitely has it actually. What the heck? I didn't know that. I never watched Elfen Lied.
breaking out of a laboratory using
Oh, damn. Maybe Rosmoti is inspired by it.
invisible hands as weapons is very similar to that show. If that fact alone is not creepy enough, the motivations of both characters are very similar. The destruction of everyone who hurt them, or let's say, who they think hurt them. One sees all of humanity as their target, the other one Rhodes Island's enemies. Let us hope that it stays that way. Although, of course, if you don't pull her, you don't have to be worried about that in the first place. Now, before we go any deeper on how Rosmontis sees the world, let's stick with the creepy stuff. Do you know why Rosmontis supposedly has 4 invisible arms instead of 2 or any other number? Remember her brother?
Yes.
The one who got used to activate her powers? Among Rhodes Island's researchers, there is this theory that his consciousness inside of her is still alive.
Oh, that's an insane theory. I was thinking that too, because they said they transfer his consciousness, meaning that there's a chance that he is still conscious in Rosmontis' body. Then, I just realized what kind of design they just gave to the Rosmontis brother, bro. They just took that. Who's that guy's name? I forgot the name, but they just took that 3-star character and just put it's just designed it a bit to look like Rosmontis.
And that these arms are his arms reaching out to the world, either to hug it or to ground pound it. The scientists have decided to not further investigate this because, to directly quote her operator files, it's unsettling. Now, Rosmontis on the surface seems to suffer from memory loss. Amnesia is something we see quite often in Arknights, but the one Rosmontis suffers from is rather different, as she
it's not amnesia, bro. It's dementia. It's different. She keeps forgetting. She has dementia.
has not only forgotten about her past, but proactively forgets about stuff that happens to her. Her files speculate on whether this could be an automatic protective mechanism.
Oh yeah, maybe that is standard. Like it is a psychology thing where you try to erase the thing that brings you pain.
Mechanism of her brain, just locking everything up in the back of her head, so that even the slightest possibility of something hurting her would disappear. And although that might work, it has sent her down a spiral of depression. If she tries to access her memory, she remembers bad things and feels bad. If she forgets anything, it leads her to fail at daily life activities or at human interactions, which then again makes her feel bad. Everyone around her tries to cheer her up whenever possible, no matter if she failed or succeeded at something.
It was such a cool, cute scene in the story. Oh man.
But it didn't really help. A device was created specifically for her, a very easy to use recorder. They gave it to her so that she would be able to keep her mind closed off, while at the same time being able to keep track of everything important to her. Further, they decided it was the best option to give her a purpose and made her an elite operator. Kalcit had the opinion that in order to keep her sane, she has to see the worst things on a daily basis, because if she spent her whole life protected and in a nice place, the potential outburst that could happen if she one day had to confront something bad would have cut.
Interesting. So, damn, that's kind of sad. Well, she's 14, right? Or something like that. 13, 14, 12. Like, dude, she's almost the same. Like, this is 14, I think. Like, bro, the difference age of her between Amiya is that. It's just 1 year.
Catastrophic consequences. The elite operators became something.
Does that mean that now Rosmontis has become, like, in the story, isn't Amiya like 19 or 17 or something? No, 19 I think. I can't remember. 19 or 17. I forgot the age. Or 18. Either those 3 age. Does that mean that Rosmontis has grown up as well? Oh man, now I want to see Rosmontis alter. Like, dude, W has an alter. Even though both of them are limited. Like, why? Why she has 2 limited characters? Like, both W's are limited. So, yeah, I think there's, like, we can get, what I call, Rosmontis alter. Like, yeah.
like her family. Radian, Blaze, Logos and especially Scout, just to name a few. If asked for a purpose to fight, she said to defeat her family's enemies. During the final battle in Chernobog, we see how she deals with those. Other than for example Amiya, who feels bad for fighting and making enemies, Rosmontis wants to hurt them. It's a mixture of rage and revenge fantasies, but interestingly enough, she usually does not kill. In
Oh,
her
really?
Trust Increase 2 line, she says that she wants her enemies to feel the same pain as she did.
Oh, she
This
doesn't kill his enemies? Interesting.
very irrational and one could almost say childish view of the world around her is standing on the foundation of years and years of suffering, but it seems that there could be some change in her. In Chernobog, she meets Patriot's shield guards,
Yeah, dude, the feline shield guards.
a group of ex-Ursus army members who served under Patriot and later
Oh, come on. I want to see the shield guards reappear again, not gonna lie. Like, this one especially, the feline shield guards, bro. the feline shield guard appearing again during maybe when she got a altar. Oh, I don't know why I want her altar. I don't know. I don't know why. We don't even get Talula yet.
joined up with many of
And people
Reunion's
hate
members
altar, right?
to help Rhodes Island bring an end to Tallulah. When meeting them,
But some people hate. Like I do love characters getting, well, it's kind of weird. Like sometimes I do like seeing characters getting a new version of themselves. Like it is something I like it's the same with HSR. I like seeing the SPs.
Rosmontis was ready and prepared for them to take revenge, as she was heavily involved in their boss's defeat. Yet, they didn't want any revenge. Rosmontis didn't understand this until they explained to her that instead of avenging the dead, it is their duty to keep fighting the tyrants who created this conflict among the infected in the first place. It was difficult for her, but I think Rosmontis ended up understanding what they were trying to say. Those shield guards, by the way, became her homies. Based on that character development we saw in Chapter 8 with her, we can go and say that there's 3 different outcomes for her further progression. 1. Rosmontis realizes revenge for the sake of revenge is bad and uses her power with more composure. People lose their fear for her and she can start facing her past.
Yeah, I do think that she needs to face her past so that like the only reason she forgets is the only reason she forgets is only one thing, right? She actually tried to forget them, and whenever she tried to recall them, she feel what you call scared, and then and then she just and remembers the bad things, and she just doesn't want to remember the bad things, and that's a very childish way to see it, but she is a child, so you cannot really complain.
2. Rosmontis comes to the conclusion that it is her purpose to turn her anger towards the powerful and starts a never-ending battle which makes her drown in her own hatred. 3. Nothing will happen for now, and we have to wait 1 or 2 real-life years for the next main story chapters to have all of this resolved.
I was thinking that too, actually. I was thinking, is there going to be a conclusion for Rosmonti's character? Like, generally. like, like, she doesn't even appear in any other story from what I've seen. Like, we only get to know her from operator records, but we don't, like, it's kind of like Suter. But the difference is Suter never appear in any story. Or maybe some, but she just doesn't appear in the main story at all. Like at least Rosmontis, we get to see her in the main story and see what she's all about. But after that, she just like we don't really get to see her that much, or I just don't know. I don't really heard any news of her. Well, she did got a skin on Amiya's birthday, so anyway, she gets something.
And that's everything for today. Sorry for not uploading for a full week, I was busy doing stuff. But most of it is done, so my schedule should become a little bit better from now on, although the emphasis is on should. Anyways, thanks for watching and I hope I will see you next time.
Great. Oh, what is this? I really I really like his video. Like it's very concise or something. I feel like the way he talks, I feel like I'm able to understand. I do want to see a lot of the other videos like Patriots again and truly understand their story properly. I feel like some of the stories that I watch or I saw it in the what I call in the game itself. Sometimes I unable to keep pick up because I was reading, bro. Holy shit! Like I was reading it out loud, and sometimes I was playing for hours. Like you cannot expect me to remember all that shit. Like literally, like I was like how many, like 13 hours of gameplay. Like yeah, obviously I'm going to forget some shit if I play for that long. So yeah, understandable. Um. So yeah, I think I'm going to check out some of the videos. Like last time I checked what called Talula, and then what called Freesters. I think I'm going to check Patriot Story. I will next. Maybe Murdoch. Well, I don't know about Murdoch. Maybe I should. I don't know. I'm just going to farm some of Kaiser's MLG old video. Like I already did the story of Murdoch and understand the story, but I do want to rewatch some of the stories like I already read to, like these two. Like I want to remember how their story works and properly seep in and consume that knowledge into my brain. But yeah, then that's all for me. Thank you for watching. Just enjoy, please don't subscribe and touch the bell to see more of my content. And yeah, peace out.